What's cracking, y'all? It's the Wake Up Crew here in the new year, 2023. Happy New Year to y'all. We've got a massive NBA slate, January 2nd, 2023. Every damn team is playing tonight, so we're excited to be here. If you're new to the channel, if you're new to the page, we don't make you pay for picks. We walk you through our process, show you our model, show you some tools that we use, give you the data, and try to identify good plays, right? Whether the plays hit or not, we can't control the outcome, but what we can do is put solid, well-researched plays in front of you. You got to do your own research, take what you like, leave what you don't. All that we ask is that you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, like the content. Quick recap of the plays that we talked about on this channel on December the 31st. I talked about some fantasy score plays from Nick Claxton and Terry Rozier. Claxton absolutely smashed his fantasy score. He's on a tear. Blocks and steals, blocks and steals. If you're taking fantasy score over on Prizepicks, check the blocks and steals. That is the most important aspect to hitting fantasy score. Terry Rozier, tough matchup. Told you to take an under his 32.5 fantasy score. He had like 25 in that one. So both of those plays hit. We also talked about LaMelo Ball's threes. That hit. I believe he had 5 in that matchup. Spencer Dinwiddie did not cash his play. And then Jalen Green. Yeah, Jalen Green did not cash either. So 3 and 2 on those plays. But it's a new year, new me. Same me, but new year, same me. Yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get into plays right after the intro.
High-flying action, take a step back and relax. It's time to count that money, the NBA props. No look any further. You know what time it is. Presented by Prizepicks, NBA props. Let's
count that money, man. All right, so we got 3 plays that we are going to really talk about. We had like 6 on here right before we started, but we took a couple off. We may dive into what we like about those. But Jay, why don't you kick us off with LaMelo Ball?
Yeah, like you said, new year, new me, but same me though. And that means I'm going back to the main man, the money man, my dog, LaMelo Ball. Unfortunately, Ray, Prizepicks did not give us the 3-pointers tonight. So 3.5 on the board, but it is minus 140 to the over. So we are transitioning up against the Los Angeles Lakers tonight and going to the points and assists. As you can see right here, the Lakers allow a ton of points and assists to opposing point guards. On top of that, LaMelo Ball is hitting this number quite often. Unfortunately, last time he played the Lakers, he only hit 31, but that was on a pretty poor shooting night from LaMelo, so I think he will get right this game. 7 for 10 in the last 10. The Lakers, 27th in points allowed to point guards and 25th in assists allowed. This has been the stat that LaMelo has been most consistent in. Like I mentioned, the threes, 24.5, and the 3-pointers, minus 140 to the over at 3.5. I think he hit 4. I think he hit 5. I already laddered it on FanDuel, so I do like this play quite a bit. Ray, how are you feeling about LaMelo Ball tonight against your Lakers? Because the Lakers, man, the point guard position has not been good to them. I think LaMelo will take advantage tonight.
Yeah, I mean, this is it's an easy matchup. We're looking over here, we're using one of the tools, Fantasy Pros, NBA defense versus position. You go to point guard position, there go the Lakers. Green, 9.3 on the course of the season, assist allowed to the point guard position. You look at what they've done over the last 7 games. They've cleaned it up a little bit, allowing 7.9. But this is a plus matchup for LaMelo Ball, who is playing really, really good basketball right now. The data's there. The matchup's there. You take a look at where we have them in our model. This is the 29th best. This is like a positive matchup, 29 matchup right here for the point guard position. We got him projected for 36.2, 28% edge to the over. It's juice to the over on the books. This is what we're talking about, identifying good plays, right? Let's go LaMelo Ball using the FTN prop shop tool, and let's just look at his points and assists, Jay. Right here, 32.5 on points bets, 31.5 on DK, minus 130 to the over, minus 147 on Caesars. So we definitely could see this line move. So I like it. It's a solid. The process is there. You don't take plus money bets over on Prizepicks, right? We're looking for those heavily juiced one way to the other because we don't get the value on Prizepicks. I like the play. I like the matchup. This is one where Charlotte should not get blown out by the Lakers, and I don't think the Lakers are going to be blowing out Charlotte. You're talking about an over-under. Let's see what the projected total in this one is. 142.5 with Charlotte favored by 1.5. If they get up to that high, I mean 242 points total, LaMelo's gonna do his thing. So I'm with you. I like it. I like the play. I like the play as a core play. And in that same game, Jay, we are learning you target bigs versus Charlotte. Period. I don't care what else there you have to say about it. You target bigs versus Charlotte. And the big that I'm targeting is Thomas Bryant, not his points and assists, but his rebounds. Last game versus Charlotte, he had 13. Charlotte, one of the worst defensive rebounding teams in the NBA. They're 29th in defensive rebounds allowed, 17th in offensive rebounds allowed, and 19th and 29th in total rebounds allowed. You talk about the pace. This is a high-paced game. You got Russell Westbrook out there chunking up shots, brick opportunities left and right. The Charlotte Hornets are going to shoot the ball. Tons of opportunities there. And 9.5, Thomas Bryant on the books right now. Let's take a look, Jay, where the books have this, where this number juiced at. No, that's Siri right there. Thomas, Bryant. We'll go to his rebounds. And here we go. Minus 130, 130, 133, 134, 135, and 141 on some books, Jay. I wouldn't be shocked if this number moves up before tip-off. And then, just to confirm, let's just take a look. Center position, rebounds allowed over the course of the season. Surprise, surprise. Charlotte Hornets right there at the top, 17.9 rebounds allowed to the centers over the course of the season. And maybe they've been better over the past 7 games. Nope. 17.56 rebounds allowed to the center. So for me, Thomas Bryant is my number one play in the model. I'm rocking with it, man. You target bigs versus Charlotte. They can't board. Give me Thomas Bryant. He's getting the minutes. I think he's playing, roughly about 28 minutes a game over his last 5. He had 34 versus Charlotte in the last game. Thomas Bryant, sign me up, man.
Yeah, you nailed it. I mean, that you think, well, maybe it's just like a season-long thing they're getting. No, they've always been bad. They've been bad. They're going to continue to be bad in this one as well. Last play for us is Luka Doncic, right? We frequently say, sometimes Luka's totals just get a little too high, maybe a little uncomfortable.
I think we.
Right.
I think we lost Jay. Jay, are you back? You froze up. Where'd you go? Come on, talk Luka.
I froze up. So the thing with Luka, right, is against Houston, 64 points, rebounds, and assists. Right, that's just the points, rebounds, and assists. Just the points, rebounds, and assists. He's averaging 64 against Houston this season. You see what he's done over the past few games. Hit in 4 of his last 5 games, over 51.5, minus 125 to the over. And on top of that, Ray, he's had 3 blocks and steals in each of the 2 games against the Houston Rockets. So you look at all these things combined, Luka is in great spot to go over tonight, and I do love the over. Whether you want the points, rebounds, and assists or the fantasy score, I would take the fantasy score. I believe it's at 61.5 if my eyes are seeing correctly. I love the number for Luka. I think he smashed it again tonight.
And didn't you tell me that Houston turns the ball over
most frequently in the NBA?
Yeah, there it is. Let's take a look at, because Luka's a point guard, right? He is a point guard. Fantasy points allowed. Houston Rockets, 55.8 points allowed to the point guard position. Number 1 in the NBA. You can't see that. There it is. There it is. Number 1 in the NBA, the Houston Rockets, allowing fantasy score to the point guard position. And they've been a little better over the last 7, but still, number 5, 54.6. Jay, this is one where I like the fantasy score. Do you think if you just wanted to eliminate any doubt, could you just take the points, 33.5, or do you want the additional stuff to get to 61.5 is high? I don't care how you slice it. Would you feel more confident taking the points, taking a different stat, the rebounds, 8.5, the assists?
I think you got to take it all. You could take the points if you want, 33.5. It's minus 120 to the over. He's scored 50, Ray, in 3 of his last 5. He's gone over in 4 of his last 5. I mean, last time he played Houston, he scored 50. So, 50 and 35 are the 2 totals he put up against Houston. So the points look good. The rebounds look good. Point rebounds just look good. He's getting the steals against Houston. I think it's all there for Luka tonight. No matter how you want to go after, I wouldn't target just the assists or the rebounds. They do allow a lot of assists to opposing point guards. So again, that's a stat that people maybe have out there. I think I would just take it all together, because with Luka, you can try and say, well, he'll get the assist this game or the rebounds this game. Sometimes you just want to take it all. So you just want to take it all. And we say sometimes just take the points because he's going to go over the points. But for me, I think I'm just taking everything. I think I'm just going full-blown fantasy score. He's going to drop dimes. He's going to get rebounds. He's going to get blocks and steals. He's going to score a ton. I just like it all with Luka. You go points, rebounds, and assists, but I think the fantasy score is the best route, especially with a slight edge to the over for the blocks and steals, in my opinion. And like you mentioned, he hasn't been turning the ball over that much against Houston either, only averaging 4.5, which isn't too bad for him.
There it is. There goes the 3 cores. I would rank them. If I had to rate these, I would say, for me personally, Thomas Bryant would be my 1, LaMelo Ball 2, then Luka 3. I'm sure you would go with the play that you recommended, right? LaMelo Ball 1.
LaMelo, Bryant, and then Ball. Or sorry, LaMelo, Bryant, and then Doncic, just because of the massive total. But I still like the play a lot.
And did you want to talk about, just briefly talk about a couple of other plays that we were looking at, but not really recommending as a core? And wow, this game starts here in the next couple of minutes. So,
That's another reason why we didn't fully go in for the Phoenix game, right? We did like the fantasy score for Julius Randle. But yeah, I mean, with the early game, we didn't want to go that far with him. But 40.5 did seem a little bit low. Aiden's been giving up a lot of points to opposing centers and bigs. And the way Julius Randle's been shooting the ball, especially from 3-pointers, it's been looking good. And then your boy, Nick Claxton, they dropped his total. How do we fade him against the Spurs tonight, Ray?
yeah, it was 32 and a half last game, and he hit 46.7. It's just blowout potential. I'm concerned that they just blow him out. And then if they blow him out, will Claxton get there? That's my only fear. But I like the number, and it looks good in the model. I'm probably going to play it myself personally, but I'm not going to recommend it as a core play because I'm just concerned that they blow. I mean, the Nets are favored by 12 and a half, I believe, in that one. So
Yeah.
is he going to get there? I don't know. Maybe a first half fantasy score play for Claxton, but not a core play for me. I'll probably run it privately on my own, but wouldn't recommend it to the people out there today.
No, I'm with you. So then we're just rolling with LaMelo Ball, Luka Doncic, and Thomas Bryant tonight. You see, you're looking at more Claxton plays first half. And
Yeah.
it looks pretty good, man. It looks pretty good. But no, I'm with you. I think that there is definitely a lot of blow potential for that game. And, KD, Kyrie get hot, that game's over quick. And, we used to say, well, the Brooklyn Nets don't blow at anybody. Then they blew at Milwaukee. Then they started blowing at other teams. And now all of a sudden we got to start watching for blowouts with them. San Antonio, they are bad. So we can't go all in on them. And one of their best players actually does play in the middle. So that is a big factor for them as well.
Jay, I like this first half. 14 and a half for Claxton.
Just what I thought I would have.
I like the first half. Oh, all right, there it is. There's the plays. We gave you the 3 core. We kind of showed you some stuff, talked through some other things. Take what you like, leave what you don't. All that we ask is that you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, comment, like us. Going into 23, we will enjoy doing this as we move forward, man. So, as always, if you tail, get Prizepicks hell, and if we failed on bail, we'll be back tomorrow with more NBA plays. Good luck, good night. We're out. Peace.